Hi everybody, welcome. Welcome to the webinar. We just a couple of minutes before 12, so we'll just wait until 12 as we've still got people piling in, and then we'll kick off in just a couple of minutes. Actually, while we wait, we might just do a quick check to make sure that the technology is behaving itself. Could you go to the chat box and just type a little yes in there if you can hear me okay, and also if you can see Kieron's presentation slide on the screen. And we'll just check that everything's working fine before we kick off. Okay, it's just gone 12, so let's get kicked off, and I'll just make a quick introduction for anyone who hasn't met Kieron before or doesn't know him. I've thought about the best way to describe what Kieron does, and I'd probably sum it up like this: he trains people to, in many ways, to have the sort of life he has, which is one of financial independence and freedom. Kieron's been invested wisely over the years. He's now at a point where he's financially independent, and he has a mobile business, so he's able to travel the world, particularly between his I think his second home in Bermuda, and basically live a fantastic life that many of us would envy. And that's what he teaches. So he teaches how to achieve the same thing. And today's presentation is in line with that. And I think Kieron will explain that being publishing a digital magazine is a very portable business, and it's a great tool for growing revenue or growing any business. And I think it's one of the strategies that he teaches as part of his overall program of Buy Back Your Life. And he's got a book coming out shortly on that topic, which he'll explain in more detail. Kieron, are you there?
I'm here.
Cool. How are you going? You ready to kick off?
I'm ready to roll.
All right. Thanks. Take it away.
Well, good evening, Australia. It's so good to be, in this way, connected back to you. I spent 4 months there last fall and had a great time with Ken and Karen and a few others doing some seminars, and it's really good to reconnect. So first of all, I just want to acknowledge you for being here, for joining this webinar and taking up the invitation from Universal to learn about. We're going to learn about a few things tonight, not just about being free and being a digital entrepreneur. And we all know that technology gives us more options today. But the interesting thing is a lot of people aren't really taking advantage of those options, and they're just kind of lagging behind a bit. And what I did about a year ago, as I said, I made a commitment to myself that I was going to really forge ahead and really just make a significant thrust forward to catch up with technology and really implement it into my life and into my business. Before I get into the presentation, I do want to let you guys, if you haven't met me, I have trained in Australia a few times. I've done various courses down there on the business side, public speaking side, training people how to be speakers, and also doing some personal development. I spent the last 7 years teaching seminars in North America for one of North America's largest training companies, and I also had the opportunity to, through that company, to train in Asia and Europe. And I stepped out on my own in 2011 and started doing my own seminars, and I've been able to successfully do seminars all over North America, Australia, and really help people find their passion, help people accelerate their businesses forward. That is now expanded into Europe and now into South Africa. I'm going to be spending all of July in South Africa doing about 12 seminars down there. And the other thing I did is about a year and a half ago, I put up a web show called Nutrition for the Mind. And it allowed me to teach what I love, but really reach the world in a very affordable and accessible way. And uh, so I've got about 7 courses up there now. People can go on, watch a module for 20 minutes a day. And, nutrition for the mind is exactly what it means. We put nutrition in our body. We have to have a good sleep. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to exercise. But oftentimes we don't do enough for our mind. And, if you spend 20 minutes a day just empowering the mind and really uh, planting those seeds of great positive thoughts, inspiration, motivation for yourself, and just really nurturing your mind every day, you'd be amazed at what can happen. And I'm not going to be talking about that tonight, but I will allow you the opportunity later to have access to that information. And it's something that I give away with all my products. And what I want to do tonight is I want to enlighten you. And some of you may have previously heard this opportunity, this talk, but what I want to do is I want to provide some education. I want to provide information as well. So let's spend a portion of this webinar tonight where you're actually learning something and getting some great value. And what I'm going to do is, most of you have attended seminars and you know that we love you to participate and interact with us. So I'm going to be asking you to do a little bit of interaction tonight as well and just really participate. And research shows that the more you participate in the learning, the more it's going to be ingrained. It's going to make a lot more sense to you. You're also going to remember it, and it's also going to trigger some interesting thoughts in your mind just by being involved in the presentation. So I've been doing seminars now for since 2000. My very first seminar was with Bob Proctor. And it was just kind of an accidental situation that put me on this path to being a motivational speaker and a trainer. I was in Israel, of all places, in Tel Aviv, and Bob was doing a seminar, and I was over there more or less as a support and mentor of his. And his wife was also doing a portion of the seminar. And during that portion, she started to, I think it was jet lag, and she hadn't been properly prepped herself, and she said, Kieran, is there any way you could just do the last 30 minutes for me? And I just sat there and looked at her and said, are you kidding me? Me go up there? And Bob looked at me. Now, Bob had mentored me for about 20 years, and Bob mentored me, and he always called me on my stuff, and he never let me miss an opportunity. And he just looked at me with those little beady eyes, and he just said, Kieran, this is happening for a reason, and you need to go and do what Linda wants you to do. Now get up there and just trust yourself. And I did. And I went up and I spent 30 minutes on total adrenaline. I had no idea what I was going to talk about, but I just went up and I talked. And I got a standing ovation at the end. And that was the beginning of my career in public speaking. So it's now evolved where I've now actually trained over 500,000 people, entrepreneurs mainly, all over the world through a series of live seminars and online. So every time I teach, I get real excited, and I love to empower people. And one of the things I love to do is help people really accelerate to the next level. During the last couple of years, and Ken and I have had many conversations about this when I was down there, I wanted to come up with something for my students that wasn't, don't get me wrong, I love seminars, and I think they're important. I think ongoing education is fundamental to success. But I wanted to create tools for my students. I wanted to create tools that they could utilize in their business and purchase them. And it's not going to lead to another seminar. So it's about giving people products that are going to enhance their business in a significant way. And you know what? Last summer, I discovered something that I firmly believed that if I could create something similar to this, I could bring it to market and have a lot of success. And we've been very fortunate to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about that later. I know that you guys have had some emails and it's alluded to what I'm going to talk about, but I want to set a context. And I want to get you involved as well, because it's important that I know who I'm speaking to as well and what's happening in your life. So let's start with a question. And I'd like you to answer these in the chat box. And so you can take a couple of minutes to write them down and read the question, write down a couple points in your notepad or whatever you're working on, your iPad, your Android, and or just find a piece of paper quickly and a pen, and just write down some answers and then type them in a box, or you can just directly type them into the box. Now, here's the thing. Don't think about it. So the first thing I'm going to ask you is, what are the 3 biggest challenges you are facing in your business today? And everyone has a challenge. I have challenges in my business. Even though I'm doing great, I still have challenges. Every day there's a challenge. So what are the 3 biggest challenges that you're facing in your business today? Don't think about it. Just whatever comes up, write it down. Whatever comes up, just write it down. Yeah, Adita, we'll get to that part later, so thank you for the question. And we'll certainly, as we go through the presentation, you're going to get a lot of that data. So let's go back to the question and just start putting them in. I'm seeing some answers coming in now. What are the 3 biggest challenges you're facing in your business? Budget, changes in technology, absolutely. All right, here we go. Sometimes I enjoy doing and can sustain without getting sick of it. Getting customers, actually, customers is absolutely fundamental. So you're going to love this. Cash flow, of course. Technology, progressing faster than my brain. Budget, competitors, cash flow, marketing budget. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of consistency here. Money, budget, customers, keeping them satisfied. Not enough hours, not enough time. Computers, yes. Technology. So we're seeing a pattern here, and that can be overwhelming, especially technology and the way it's advancing. And we don't have enough cash flow. I'm going to show you how to create so much cash flow that it's going to change your business. And I'm going to show you how you can have your time back. One of the things that Ken and I sat around drinking coffee and talking about last year in terms of the genesis of my book, Buy Back Your Life, and Ken was very involved in that. And it was just about, how do we get our time back? Who wants to work 80 hours a week and still be trudging forward? And so as I see the answers come in, it's all the same. Oh, competition, Glenn, that's a good one. Competition, driving traffic from Tara. Stephen, work-life balance, internet marketing, sales distribution. Guys, I'm loving your answers because I'm going to show you something tonight that's going to really address all of this. And I'm going to ask you to really just trust that we're going to address all of it with what we're going to be talking about tonight. Hey, let's go on to the second question. And thank you for all your answers. I really appreciate it. And love the participation. Now, if you could wave a magic wand, what would you have your business look like today? So let's dream here a bit. Let's get into fantasy land. If you could wave a magic wand, what would you have your business look like today? What would you have your business look like today? And just answer that in the biggest dream, the biggest, most fantasy. Don't worry about being unrealistic. I used to love Star Trek, and Star Trek allowed me to dream. And when Star Wars came out, it allowed me to dream. I love space. I love the going to the next level, and that's where we're going as a society. But what is your business going to look like today? If you could wave a magic wand, what would you have your business look like today? Just write something down. Doesn't matter. Whatever comes into your head, don't think about it. Whatever pops up, just type it in the box. Excellent. A saleable product so I can retire. One that works for me. Excellent. Hey, here they're coming. Just throw something in there, guys. You all have businesses. You're all entrepreneurs. What is that dream business going to look like? Yes, online generating, passive income. That's what we all want, and that's what I'm doing. Making money while I sleep, passively, excellent. So you're all into the passive income, good. A business with global revenue. You're going to love this one. Superstar Empire, love it. Good stuff, guys. Keep them coming. Loving it. A business that works for me and produces huge amounts of money. Established head office with international demand. Excellent. Doing weekend seminars once a month and generating income. Vicky, I'm going to show you something new. Desirable by the masses. High value clients. Tech savvy. Fully automated. To be a top selling brand. Excellent. Freedom from doing other things. Increased clientele by 40%. Woo, good one. A business that works for me. See, these are all great answers, guys. You're right on track. This is what you want. See, everything that's being written right now is what you want in life, and it's what you want to have. It's what you want to achieve. And do you see the patterns that are created here? Everybody wants the same thing. And a business that works without me, Catherine. Exactly. So, I mean, a business always works with your input, and as much as we love the concept of a business that works without me, it will, but it always has to be, a little bit of TLC. There has to be things put into it. But here's the thing: if you love what you do, it's not work. If you love what you do, you can do it from anywhere. And what I do is I work from anywhere. Ken called me the homeless millionaire because I travel around the world, I do seminars, and I live in different places, and I have a pretty exceptional life that way. But what I do allows me to do what I do. It allows me to live the life I want to live. So these answers are coming in: time and money, and be wildly benevolent. Excellent. Rebecca, I love that because, what I'm doing with this new venture is a lot of our proceeds in the countries we have clients are now going to support foster homes and orphanages. And I'm actually flying to Malaysia in 2 weeks to work with the foster home that I support. So, money allows you to do those things and give back as well. A business that brings money without me, excellent. Automated, systematic, excellent. Good answers, guys. Good answers. Hey, here's what I want you to do. I want you to give yourself a nice pat on the back. Take your hand, put it over your right shoulder, your left shoulder. Just give yourself a pat on the back and acknowledge yourself for participating because it's important. All right. Now I'm going to go on to the third question, and this is the last of the 3 questions. And thank you again for participating. Are you living and working in your passion? And if yes, if the answer is yes, what is your passion? So the answer is yes or no. And if you are living your passion, what is it? Just in 3 words, 1 to 3 words, tell me what your passion is. Are you living and working in your passion? And if yes, what is your passion? Stephen, to meet like-minded people. Absolutely. One of the things about the internet today and the social side of the internet is you can, and I'll be talking about this in a second, in the tap of a button, you can actually connect to people all over the world that are sharing your values, sharing your passion. So are you living and working in your passion? So partially, okay, well, let's drill down that. What does partially mean? Does it mean you're kind of living in your passion, or you're not sure of it yet? You're not clear of it. We can help you find that. The truth is, everybody knows their passion. Most of us are afraid to step into it and really do it, like I was. I was afraid to get up on that stage. I always wanted to speak. I always wanted to train. That's why I followed Bob around. But I didn't have the courage or the confidence to do it until I was pushed to do it. Excellent. So simplifying complicated topics for readers. Good. That's interesting. Health. Writing a thriller. Love it. I can see my passion, but I'm not here yet. Okay, fine. We'll get there. Yes, living a healthy life and helping others do the same. Great. Making passion pay. Making a difference. Help others with their business. Unlocking potential. All of us, do you see how every answer has a consistent pattern because the people who come to these events, who go to seminars, who come to these webinars are like-minded, and they all have similar patterns. And we are all attracted to each other based on patterns. And your customers will be attracted to you. Write this down. Your customers will be attracted to you based on your own patterns. And your patterns show up in all parts of your life. To leave an inheritance and a legacy for my children. Excellent. Empowering others to get healthy. Mentoring in sales. So we're seeing really great responses to this question. You know, this is your passion. This is what you love to do. Well, what if I could show you a way to take your passion to the world? To take your passion, your love, absolutely what you do, and actually get access to the entire world, or most of it, by aligning yourself with some powerful distribution giants. That's what you guys are all looking for. Because I know what it takes to put a product to market. But today we're living in a world where it's not about distribution within your local community, your local town, your city, or your country. This is a global distribution, and people are looking for this. And I'm gonna say this, I'll probably say it a few times tonight, but listen carefully. 1 year from today, go to your calendar and put on your calendar for June 18, 2014, write it down, Kieron was right. Kieron was correct, because a year from now, what I'm going to talk to you about tonight is not going to be the same. And those who take advantage of it, either today or the next little while, are going to see a massive shift in their life. I promise you that. All right, guys, I appreciate your help. Big round of applause. Everybody clap. Doesn't matter where you are, just clap and acknowledge yourself. And really, thank you for answering the questions and contributing, and I appreciate everybody so much. Hey, Ken, if we can keep all those, I'd like to have a copy of them, all those chats. Okay, here's the most important question. Is your company prepared for the biggest shift in business history? Are you and your company, you personally and your company, are you prepared for the biggest shift in business history? One that is occurring right now as we speak, and most of you are aware that it's happening, but perhaps you're not aware of its future impact in business. And that's what we want to talk about tonight. You see, today's entrepreneurs need to position themselves in front of where the money is flowing. Now, myself and some of my colleagues, we talk about positioning yourself in your industry where the money is flowing. But what we're teaching now is position yourself in front of where the money is flowing. And if you can do that, you're going to see magnificence show up in your life. You're going to position yourself in front of forget about where the money is flowing today. Let's get in front of where the money is flowing. Let's get prepared for it. Let's be there to receive it. And that's what you need to do in your industry today. So whatever that passionate area of business is that you love, you need to position yourself in front of where the money is flowing. Now, I think you'd all agree we do live in very exciting times. It is exciting. The world was not like it is today 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. It's not remotely close. And I can't even fathom what it's going to be like 20 years from now. I've watched my four children, grow up with technology. I've watched them grow up with technology. We started with PlayStation, then we went to the Xbox, and then the iPhones came, and the tablets, the iPads, and all of a sudden their world has changed. And with all the applications, all the apps they're using for communication, it's absolutely phenomenal what world they're living in and where they're going. You know, when I need assistance with technology, I go to my kids because they grew up with it. They understand it at a different level. And they're actually doing what I'm going to be talking to you about tonight as well. So today, and you know, somebody mentioned this, on being able to connect with people all over the world with their passion. Today, with a click or a tap, we can go online, we can share our passion and instantly find other people who share the same values, ideas, concerns, and interests. Like, for example, today I posted something on Facebook. I'm just saying, hey guys, I'm raising, helping raise money for the foster home in Malaysia, and I'm going to match dollar for dollar every contribution. And I've got some other people sharing it and putting it out there. And you know, we're people who match the same desires that I have or supporting people and causes are going to align with that. So because of the internet, because of social channels, because of other technologies and mediums that I'm going to talk about tonight, we can connect with people all over the world. But here's the most important point. It's not about us connecting with them. It's about them connecting with you. It's about the world finding you. It's about the world finding your passion and finding what you have to share with them. See, I train people to step up and be leaders in the world and share your passion and allow other people to find you. And if you can do that, you'll monetize it. You see, getting rich isn't all about just getting rich. You can get rich when you focus on the one thing that you absolutely love to do, and you utilize technology and utilize vehicles, and you find people to help you get to where you want to go. And you'll, I mean, there's nothing more than rewarding than making a lot of money doing what you love. And a lot of people are just afraid to do what you love. I mean, there's one gentleman doing what we do who's teaching guitar. His passion is guitar. He's teaching guitar all over the world using the vehicle we're going to talk to you about tonight. So never before has the small business or entrepreneur had access to the global connections that are available today. Today's entrepreneurs can have online presence that is equal to the same online presence a celebrity or a major corporation can have. And they can leverage the same strategies that these celebrities and corporations leverage. And they can build and measure brand equity exactly the same way that they do, because the platforms are available today. We know what social media is all about, but there's more platforms. There's something brewing that a lot of people aren't aware of. And savvy entrepreneurs are getting involved in it. Marshall Goldsmith said something similar to this. I've paraphrased this, but I'm crediting him because it makes so much sense. What got you to where you are today won't get you to where you want to go tomorrow. It's impossible because the world's just changing so fast. And, you know, in the chat box, we were talking about how you know, technology's moving so fast and I can't keep up with it, and it's overwhelming. It's true, because that's why what got you here today isn't going to get you where you want to go tomorrow, because we need to use different modalities, different vehicles. We need to think different. We have to act different. We have to perform different. We have to do things differently today. You know, let's look at sports. I love using sports as an analogy. You know, the folks who played rugby 20 years ago did not play the same way, or they didn't condition the same way as they are today. So what got a rugby player to the professional leagues 20 years ago is not the same as what's getting them there today. Same in football, same in hockey. It's all different. So what got people to be successful entrepreneurs today, whatever their chosen field is, it's different today. You have to adapt. You have to adopt new technologies, new modalities, and that's what we're all doing. Now, let's go back to marketing. This is a core part of our teaching tonight because it sets the framework for where we're going. So listen carefully and really focus on this. Let's go back to marketing. Marketing is everything in business. If you want to be successful, it doesn't matter what you do. You know, Tony Robbins, T. Harv Eker, all of these great marketers and promoters have taught us this. Marketing is everything in business, and if you want to get rich, you've got to be a great marketer and a great promoter. And if promotion scares you and marketing scares you, that's fine. That's okay. There's ways to do it today where it's so much easier, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So in 2014 and forward, marketing is going to change faster than we ever realized. However, there are three fundamentals of marketing that will always remain the same: the market, the message, and the medium, also referred to as media. I like to call it the medium. Let's talk about the market. Your market must be clearly defined. It must be niche specific. I highly encourage people to focus on niche markets. You can't be all things to all people. Don't go for, everybody. You've got to be clearly defined. And it must be niche specific. In fact, the more specific, the better. I like to call this micro niche. The more specific, the better. And you know what? The more specific, you can charge more. And you can make a lot more profit. And what I'm going to talk to you about tonight also is there's hardly any cost, but the profit is phenomenal. It's like selling air. And I don't mean to be demeaning of this. What I'm talking about is when you're selling information and knowledge, it's air. And you create it, and it goes out there, and it sells. Message. Your message in business, in your passion, must be crystal clear. And that takes some time. It takes some work sometimes to finesse it and nurture it. It's always evolving. My message is always getting clearer. But how you communicate your message determines how rich you will become. When you look at all the great business people of today, the great leaders, they've spent a lot of time getting crystal clear on what their message is. And then people listen. Not everyone's going to listen, but the right people are going to listen. So the more crystal clear you are with your message, the more the right people will listen. And that's how we get to that micro niche. Then there's the medium. The medium you choose to communicate your message determines how your message is received. Could be audio, video, podcasts, print. And there's a new medium, which I'll be talking to you about tonight. And I call it the new marketing phenomenon. And we will get to this shortly. But it is a new marketing phenomenon. And it's actually fascinating. And I'm really excited about it. The medium is the message. This gentleman in Toronto, a futurist, a forward thinker, his name was Marshall McLuhan, and he said the medium is the message, meaning that the medium you choose will determine how your message is received and perceived. And this leads us to an exciting new and emerging arena that savvy entrepreneurs are now staking their claim. This new marketing phenomenon, these savvy entrepreneurs are staking their claim in it, and it's new and it's unprecedented. But it's important for what I'm going to talk about tonight is you understand more today than ever before that the medium is the message. So the actual medium, the vehicle you choose to communicate your business, to communicate your passion, to communicate your business vehicle, how you promote, how you sell, it's the medium that is going to determine how successful you are. So today, we're living in a different world. It is very exciting. And it's happening, and we're aware of it. We're part of it. There's a coming wave of the mobile-centric world. We call it the mobile-centric world. And it's creating shifts, shakeups, and unprecedented opportunity for business people and for people who want to monetize their passion. How you can benefit from this landscape is what I'm going to talk about. You see, more than the riches that were created during the Industrial Revolution and the internet boom, there's an explosive wealth-building opportunity, and it's getting bigger and better every single day. Let's go back a few years. It's 2014, 7 years ago. Personal computers were still king. And people were accessing information in the more traditional ways. Magazines, print media. But the way information and content was going to be accessed in the future and the way it was going to be consumed was going to change forever because of this. Do you realize it was only 7 years ago that the iPhone was introduced? And look what's happened to the world. Now, the only data available is up to 2012, but mobile devices were outpacing personal computers by 2012. 600 million mobile devices have been sold. Now, by 2014, it's doubled. Now, here's an interesting thing. Currently, there's approximately 6.8 billion people on the planet. 4 billion people use a mobile phone. And only 3.5 billion of those people use a toothbrush. So mobile devices are the communication device. It is pretty much in everybody's hand at this point. The next wave of digital growth in Asia, the Asia Pacific area where you guys live, the next wave of digital growth, 91% of adults have their mobile phone within arm's reach 24/7. It's by their bed, it's in your hand. When I go to seminars, I ask that question, raise your hand if you have your mobile phone with you right now, and pretty much the whole room hand goes up. Australian mobile users spend an average of 1 hour and 40 minutes a day on the mobile web. An average on the mobile web. In China, it's 1 hour and 55 minutes. More than 2/3, 69% of smartphone users in China have made a purchase using their mobile device. Now, for all the left-brainers, I'm going to give you some data. For the right-brainers, stay with us. If you're right-brained, stay with us. Don't get all glossy. This is important. The left-brainers love this. The right-brainers, you're like, come on, get to it. What is it? What is it? I'm going to get there. So the next wave of digital growth in the Asia Pacific region, it's predicted that tablets, so iPads, Android tablets, will form close to 50% of the total PC market globally. That's close to 285 million units expected to be shipped in Asia Pacific alone. In Asia Pacific, 25% of app downloads are for books and magazines, 13% messaging, 10% social media apps. Interesting fact. You see, I thought it was the other way around because I'm seeing everybody downloading social apps. But you know what? More people are downloading apps for books and magazines than for messaging and social apps. That's a very important piece of data for tonight's presentation. 70% of mobile searches, 70% of mobile searches lead to action within 1 hour, and the total reach of Apple's iOS outperforms Android by 59%. The total reach, I apologize, that last line seems to be cut off the way the presentation is rendered here. The total reach of the Apple iOS outperforms Android by 59%. Now, let's keep going. More data, left-brainers, right-brainers, stay with me. An estimated 40% of Australian households now own at least one tablet device. So I'm not talking about an iPhone or an Android phone. I'm talking about a tablet, an iPad, or a Samsung tablet. Australia ranks 12th in the world's most advanced countries, ranked by the maturity of their mobile industry. And today, 50% of Americans report accessing one or all of their typical media sources in a digital format. Digital is what's happening. U.S. consumers now dedicate 1/5 of their media consumption time to mobile. That's a share 5 times greater than in 2009. And consumers are spending as much time on mobile as they are in the traditional online category, which includes all activity on desktops and laptops. Mobile is the fastest growing media type in terms of consumer minutes spent per day. In other words, this is where the money is flowing and where people are buying. So for your business, for your passion, what you want to do in life, you absolutely must get mobile, and you must get in front of where the money is going, because that's how information is being accessed. So what's happening is there's a massive trend occurring, and it's going to converge with another trend. In fact, that convergence is happening right now. The first trend is the massive growth in mobile devices, in tablets and mobile phones, because that's how people are accessing information. They're communication devices. They're for telephone, they're for texting, for web browsing, but they're, more importantly, it's how they're downloading and accessing information to get what they want. So let's talk about print. This is the other trend. The print industry is going digital rapidly. And there's a convergence between the digital technology, print going to digital, and the mobile technology. The digital publishing industry and mobile are converging, and they're creating unprecedented opportunities for business people. So it's no longer about printed newspapers and magazines. Consumers are looking to mobile devices to receive news content and written material, as well as being entertained, and they have voracious appetites. So this world we're living in, it's not all about just downloading apps. It's not about just downloading music. It's not just streaming videos. I watch television on my iPad because I've traveled so much. I watch my sports on my iPad. If I want to watch a movie, over here we have a thing called Netflix. I know last time I was in Australia it wasn't accessible there, but that's how I watch movies. That's how I watch previous TV shows. What I mainly watch is sports, but that's how I get my information. That's how I get my news. That's how I read my magazines. It's on my iPad. So this is the way people are accessing information, and they have voracious appetite. So in response to the surge in demand for digital content, the innovative people at Apple created a special section of the App Store called Apple Newsstand. An Apple Newsstand is a place. It's a special place on the home screen of everyone's iPad or iPhone, specifically for digital magazines. Now, they're not just flip magazines. These are interactive. They are interactive digital magazines. Write that down. Write that word down. Interactive, meaning audio, video, links to websites. They're interactive, so people are engaging in digital magazines far more than they are with print media. And it's entertaining as well. That's why it's booming. So before us, right now, you know, guys, I'm just gonna pause right here and I just want to put this in your heads right now. There's many opportunities in life. Things come along and offer us opportunities, and we can be ahead of the curve, we can be in the curve, the middle of the curve, or we can be after the curve. But one of the things I've always done in business is I've always positioned myself at the beginning of a trend. I made a lot of money in the sports industry because I positioned myself in the ski industry when the ski industry was booming in North America in the 80s. I then went into health foods in the 90s. And I also started exporting products from Canada to the US when the Canadian dollar was declining in value, and I was selling in US dollars, so I was making a lot of my money on the exchange rate. So what I've done is I've successfully always positioned myself in front of trends. When I saw this, I knew I had to create something for my clients, for my students, for the seminars I teach, to say, guys, get into this now. This is a once-in-a-lifetime, I believe a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I know that's an old adage that's used all the time, lifetime opportunity, but I believe that this is an opportunity that is going to, look, let's just put it this way. It's in this part of your lifetime right now. It's happening. It's the merging together of the mobile and publishing industries, which, as you are about to see, has the potential to change how entrepreneurs, experts, and businesses will share their message and leverage their content. The exponential growth of mobile devices has turned the traditional publishing industry upside down. And this has paved the way for anyone with a desire to enter the publishing space, to have the potential for success right out of the gate. It's easy, it's simple, and anybody can become a publisher. And Apple and Google and Kindle have made it possible for every entrepreneur to become a publisher, to enhance and supplement and make an extension of their existing business, to reach out to the world, to have global distribution, or to just start a new business as a publisher and monetize something that you're passionate about. So we've ushered in a new era in publishing. Let's just quickly look at digital magazines. It's pretty much free to low cost to create a digital magazine. It has extremely high value photography, video, and audio content. It's a cost-effective publishing strategy. Third-party vendors are not required. Costs are minimal. There's no shipping. Zero to minimal staff. Minimal advertising costs, and exploding iPad and tablet consumer base. And that's what we're leveraging, is this massive surge in mobile. So I asked a question earlier, is your business positioned for the massive changes that are about to happen? Well, everything is mobile. And if your business is not mobile, if you're not positioned for mobile technology, if you're not even positioned to take advantage of this trend, what I'm going to show you tonight is going to change all that. So don't worry about it. Because one of the things we worry about in business is, am I technically up to date? Am I staying ahead? Okay, everyone's got a website. Well, guess what? So does a billion other people. And lots of people have blogs. That's why I call it the blogosphere. So in a sea of websites, how are you getting noticed? In the blogosphere, who's finding your blog? And if you got a newsletter, well, you got to get everyone to opt in to read it. How are they finding you? This is the key tonight. It's not about you going out to find prospects. Put it this way, 10,000 people will make you rich. 10,000 people will make you rich. There's 8 billion people in the world approximately. We're going to show you tonight how to access over 1 billion people. So you'll find your 10,000. But it's not about you finding them, it's about them finding you. Put yourself in a medium, put yourself in a vehicle where they find you. So Apple Newsstand has leveled the playing field. Today, anyone with a business, an expertise, a hobby, a skill, something you're passionate about, has the opportunity to become a recognized authority in their desired field of publishing by becoming an expert, by publishing a digital magazine or publishing in their passion. And what's special about a magazine on Apple Newsstand? Well, let's just talk about Apple Newsstand. I haven't even got into Google Play and Kindle yet. The reason I focus on Apple Newsstand is because it's a lot bigger than Google Play and Kindle right now. Content is available for both iPad and iPhone, making it accessible now to over 700 million plus content seekers. Again, it's an interactive digital medium that can incorporate audio, video, imagery, links, embedded training programs if you want, even running webinars through a digital magazine. It allows up to full-page interactive advertising. And we're going to get into that in a minute because that's the magic. The advertising. Talk about where money is flowing. I'm going to give you some really fascinating data on that in a second. So Apple Newsstand publishers benefit from the genius of Apple. Quality customer emails. They're already in iTunes. Their credit card information's already on file. And these customers in iTunes are linked to Newsstand, and they're trained to buy. They're tap happy. They love to tap. And Apple handles all the billing and pays you, the publisher. So when you sell your digital magazine, write this down because this will be a question you're going to ask me, write it down. Apple collects the money. They do all the billing. People just go tap, download, pay, and Apple takes 30% and sends you 70%. They're your partner. They're your distribution partner to share your knowledge, to share your expertise, to share your passion. So they take 30%. They do all the work. They do all the heavy lifting, and they send you 70%. And that's just on subscriptions. I haven't even got into the advertising revenues yet, or the affiliate marketing, or all the other ways that you're going to monetize. The iPad is the perfect platform to showcase a digital magazine, and iPad sales are exploding. It is estimated that the total tablet sales by next year, by 2015, just in 2015, there will be 500 million tablets sold, and that will continue in 2016, 2017, and data is now showing that by 2020, tablet sales will be over a billion units sold. I think it's going to be more. It's just because it's almost going to be, our existence will be dependent on our tablet. And laptops and PCs will become obsolete within the next 2 to 3 years, because tablets are going to be everything. You know, when Microsoft came out with Surface, it was just showed you that that's the computer of the future. And the iPad has now been adapted. The new one that's coming out is going to be more like Surface. It's going to be more like a mobile computer. So it's getting better. And here's the great thing. This is what's really exciting. You see, all the big giant magazines like Time Magazine and Fortune and Sports Illustrated and all the major magazines in your country and all over the world, the giant magazine publishers are investing millions of dollars in advertising in their own magazines and in other areas to drive fresh traffic to Apple Newsstand, and you get to leverage that because you position your magazine in your niche, in your category in Apple Newsstand, up against all the big guys, and they're driving the traffic there. And what happens is, this is an important fact, most people who buy magazines don't buy just one magazine. They're going to buy 3, 4, 5 magazines. Let's say you love home and garden type magazines. People don't buy just one. They buy 3, 4, 5. People buy sports magazines, like various 3, 4, 5 sports magazines. People love cooking. People love fishing, travel. They buy multiple types of magazines because there's so much information that they love to read about. It's an underserviced market. Listen, there's only 10,000 magazines on Newsstand. How many magazines, how many print magazines exist in the world? Hundreds of millions. There's hundreds of millions of magazines in the world. Think about it. You live in just this small part of the world. And in that part of the world where you live, there's probably several hotels. Go down to those hotels, and in every single room, there's 5 or 6 magazines sitting on a coffee table. Walk down the street and just look at all of the magazines that are in the convenience stores, the grocery stores, in the shopping malls. They're everywhere. So you start to think, oh my gosh, that's just in my little part of the world. And on Apple Newsstand, that has access to over 700 million people, there's only 10,000 magazines. And 7,000 of those 10,000 magazines are regular, bigger, medium to big size publishers. The other 3,000 are savvy entrepreneurs that have just started to do this in the last year. We've helped 150 people put a magazine on Apple Newsstand since January. There's 700 million hot prospects. Information and expertise. There is tremendous growth potential for building your subscriber base, business, and brand. So this, if you're in business, this is a tool. It's a marketing tool to leverage your business. If you have staff, you can have people do this work for you, do the magazine. You can outsource this very inexpensively and get people to help you through Odesk, and I'll get into that later. But the primary thing is you can do this, you can learn this, get it started, and then have other people continue on doing it for you on a monthly basis. We'll show you how to do that. Here's a really great thing. This is what I got excited about. As a publisher, you can now get press credentials. You have a multi-channel global business in markets all over the world, and now you can get press credentials because you're a publisher. So imagine this. Let's say you love travel. Okay? I love to travel. And I created a travel magazine, and I called up, I was in Nepal. I wanted to go fly over Mount Everest, so I called up Buddha Air, and I said, hey, I'm the publisher of an upcoming magazine called Wandering Gypsies, and I've always wanted to fly around Everest. I was wondering if I feature your company in my magazine, would you consider giving me a free ticket? And my business partner's here with me. Would you consider giving us a free ticket or perhaps a discounted ticket so we could fly around Everest and we'll write about you in the magazine? Well, guess what? We got 2 tickets. Now, I was on Singapore Airlines and I booked a ticket. And I called up Singapore and I said, I've just booked a ticket. I'm a publisher of a magazine, a travel magazine. I've just purchased a ticket. And I was wondering if you'd be, as a courtesy, upgrade me to business class. And for that, what I will do is I'll write an article about Singapore Airlines business class. And I'll shoot a little video while I'm on the plane. And I'll just, maybe interview some passengers and feature it in my magazine. Got the upgrade. I was recently at a hotel and I got the hotel for free because I agreed to feature the hotel. So think about this. Think of the possibilities of what you can do as you start to forge ahead with your magazine. Let's say you're a sports enthusiast. You can get press credentials as a sports enthusiast. And let's say you publish a rugby magazine, then you can go to rugby events. You could go to the grand final and you could just be there for free because you're going to write about it in your magazine. You could be someone who loves theater or movies and doing movie reviews and writing about actors and actresses and featuring people all over the world. Now, all the possibilities in any area, in any niche, are there for you, and you can have press credentials and you can get access to these events. Now, here's the other thing, guys. Listen to this. I've been talking about a digital magazine. Your mind might be saying, well, yeah, well, that's great, Kieran, but I don't know if I could write all that. I'm going to show you how to do this where you don't even have to write one single article. Maybe the letter from the editor. I haven't written one article. So what I want you to do is I want you to understand that this is not about you writing an article. This is about you being a publisher, where you're going to repurpose content. You're going to republish other people's information that's already out there in other journals, on the internet. You're going to access information, you're going to access articles, and we're going to show you how to get that published in your magazine. You'll have so much content by the time you're finished your first publication, you'll have enough for the second, third, and fourth, because there's so much information out there. And people will allow you to republish their content with permission, because why wouldn't they? That's their article, it's their information, and they're going to get credit for it, and this is how you start a magazine. And eventually, if you want, you can transition into putting a few articles in yourself, getting your friends to contribute, getting other people out there in communities. We're going to teach you how to get into different communities where you can get other people's content, and all of a sudden you've got a magazine that's first class. And here's the best part. Anyone can do this. You don't need to have any technical design. You don't need to have your own content. You don't even have to have a website. You don't have to have a product. You don't have to list. You don't even have to have a Mac, an iPad, or an iPhone. If you're a PC user, you will do everything on your PC. You can upload it to Apple Newsstand without even owning a Mac. And you will have massive results. So by now, you understand that you can monetize your passion, you can take your business to another level, and you can do it all without having to be a writer, without having to be an editor, without having to have any technical expertise. Sound too easy? Sound too good to be true? Maybe, but all I can tell you is this is easy. It's point and click. It's copy and paste. It's all done on our platform, and All along the way, we guide you. Our support team guides you, our coaching guides you, and we're going to show you how simple and intuitive this is. Because I'll say it again, a year from now, there's going to be 100,000 magazines up on Apple Newsstand. And Google Play is starting to, they're only in 4 countries, but they're going to expand internationally. And Kindle is now really taking up the digital magazine, and it's starting to expand. And we provide apps for all of those. So you're probably wondering, well, this sounds great, but how do I make money? Because at the beginning of the presentation, a lot of people are saying they want to make more money, want more passive income. This is active income and passive income. There are endless methods, so pay close attention now. This is where the money is flowing. I'm going to show you how to make money in your industry. I'm going to show you how to monetize your passion. I'm going to show you how to do it like you've never done before. There are endless methods to make money with a digital magazine. If you really want to live a passive life, if you really want to learn what passive income really is, if you want to be able to sit on a beach up in Thailand or in some part of the world and make money, this is beach money. This is beach money. And it's only limited to by your imagination. So you can make money so many ways with a digital magazine, but your own mind is going to determine how much you can't make. Here's some advertising data. This is where we're going to show you how to really make the money. Mobile ad spend, meaning the amount of money spent that consumers spent through digital magazine advertising increased last year by 81%, and it's driving a global ad spend growth. It's shifting. Advertisers want to advertise where the money is flowing. They want to advertise where their prospects are, which they're, because of the trend and the surge in the sales of mobile devices and Androids and iPhones, mobile consumers are now mobile, and that's where the money is flowing. So by 2012, the amount of money being spent on digital advertising started to accelerate, and it's now, look how close just look at the third graph there on the right above 2012. Right then it was just tracking below television advertising, and it's predicted that mobile apps will surpass television advertising and media consumption by the year 2018. I think it's going to happen faster, but that's a conservative projection because that's where advertisers are going. And you guys know this. You're seeing it. You're clicking on these ads all the time. So advertisers in digital magazines are a match made in heaven. Look down about a 3/4 way down there. Ads in digital magazines, 66.8% of advertising revenue is now through digital magazines. So in 2013, digital magazine advertising was a $1.2 billion industry. Let's repeat that. Last year, digital magazine advertising was a $1.2 billion industry. Ad spend in digital magazines will be $80 billion by 2018, according to PricewaterhouseCoopers, and that's where the money is going, and that's why you want to have a digital magazine, because you can monetize your passion through subscriptions, through advertising revenues, and we're going to show you how to attract advertisers. It's easy. Advertisers in digital magazines, again, are a match made in heaven. Here's the other thing, guys. A digital magazine is evergreen. It never leaves Newsstand unless you take it down. So you're going to have your own Apple developer account. You're going to upload through our platform onto Apple Newsstand, and you're going to be able to take your magazine down if you want. You can update past issues. So what you can do is you can go back and update information in past issues. You can also take your advertisers and place them in past issues as an incentive for them to advertise in your current magazine. It creates constant stream of new customers for advertisers. They can be updated and update promotions even. So it's evergreen. It never comes down unless you take it down. So it's not like print magazines that sit around on the coffee table or in a basket somewhere and eventually get thrown out and recycled. Digital magazines are always up there. And this is what consumers love. They know they can go back and get lots of information. And look, there's lots of people that love to read, and they have voracious appetites for reading, so they want to constantly read. So the average monthly subscriptions right now are $4.99. So you can go $2.99, $3.99, $4.99, and Apple customers are tap happy. And as I said previously, they love to buy similar issues in a genre, in a category. And they're tap happy, they're trained to buy. So what this means is you have 24/7, 365-day year global market. And again, each issue is evergreen, so it's always up there, providing ongoing income opportunities to an exponentially growing mobile marketplace. This is passive income. This is active income and passive income. You can also earn affiliate commission. So what happens is you get other advertisers, you can get other owners of, you can go to other digital magazines, contact people that are advertising in those digital magazines. You can contact people who are selling products. You can contact people who are selling books, selling products, selling anything online, and have them sell it through your magazine and make an affiliate commission. In-app purchases, sell your products and services inside your magazine. Training and coaching programs and webinars. You can sell for up to $999 in a digital magazine on Apple Newsstand. You can also have out-of-app upsells where you send people to external links. Let's say you do a book review. They click on Amazon, go to Amazon, buy the book. So all the while, it's being tracked back to you, to your Apple account, and you're making money. So yes, you can create active and passive income from Apple Newsstand, and lots of it. 6 figures within a year is very realistic, and that only grows from there. There's one gentleman who's doing a digital magazine. He was an early pioneer in the digital magazine industry. He now has 8 magazines. He's making $50,000 per month, and he has 3 staff. So it's him, 3 staff, 8 magazines, $50,000 a month, and he lives in Thailand. Now imagine what kind of lifestyle you could have as a digital entrepreneur living in Thailand, making $50,000 a month and 3 staff. Because this is eventually what people do, is they get other people to help them do it, so it's not always on them. Leverage the power of Apple-Google relationship. Now, every app, what this means, the leveraging of Apple and Google, what this means is, you see, every app, every digital magazine, your digital magazine is a PDF that sits in an app that we build for you, and you must have a web page in iTunes. So Google loves the Apple web pages. Apple's a trusted source, and apps rank higher because of this relationship. So let's go talk about what can be accomplished. After its 3rd issue, Good Light magazine surpassed 10,000 subscribers. A magazine teaching music is on track to earn 2 figures. That's a mistake. Is on track to earn 6 figures in its 2nd year. Screencast online monthly magazine in 4 months had over 175-star reviews. The publishers of Go Social Film magazine were invited to attend as press at the Cannes Film Festival with complete media access. A fishing magazine has gained 20,000 subscribers in 1 year. Dainty Obsessions is locally outselling the national magazines by using a digital strategy, and many other brand new publishers are ranking in the top of their category, right alongside the big publishing giants. You can also drive traffic to your business. You can leverage social media for both your digital magazine and your business. Digital magazines drive thousands of followers, over 700 million prospective customers on Apple. Magazines available on Google Play are in the US, the UK, Canada, and Australia. Other newsstands are emerging. Once you get a digital magazine, you can get it on other newsstands, and the market's only growing. List building. A digital magazine will provide a powerful list building strategy. You can also create joint ventures, speaking engagements. You can do guest spots, press credentials. You can even run podcasts through your digital magazine. It goes on and on and on. Private labels, licensing, articles, interviews, white label, videos, podcasts. You can run Google Hangouts. So it's just, there's so much you can do. with a digital magazine. Again, it's interactive. You can even run your coaching programs. I'm in the process of converting my web show, Nutrition for the Mind, that I talked about earlier, into a digital magazine. Why would I do that? Because I have access to over 700 million people, and a lot of people out there are looking for that type of material, for that mindset coaching. You can even do fundraising. My friend is going to start a nonprofit. We're going to joint venture this, and we're going to start a nonprofit to raise funds for foster homes and orphanages, and we're going to use a digital magazine. So nonprofits, charities, non-government organizations can share their stories through a rich medium, tell the story, run videos, do podcasts, articles, and imagery, and have access to over 700 million people who love to give back, who love to donate. It creates awareness on a global scale, and you tap to donate. A beautiful medium for raising funds. So let's talk about Mag Creators. Our company, we're called Mag Creators, and it's one of my companies. Our motto is we create, publish, and monetize a digital magazine. Digital magazines are in pre-boom right now. Pre-boom. We run an 8-week online webinar training. Now, this slide says live. It's now a recorded training. We've had to record it so that we can scale. We're making it accessible all over the world now. So we have students all over North America, Asia. I was just in Singapore and Malaysia. We've sold a whole bunch of new clients came on there. Australia, we had a bunch of people start in Australia. We're doing this is our second marketing campaign into Australia. We're doing South Africa. We're doing Europe. It's a step-by-step 8-week recorded webinar training with supporting videos, templates. We give you the templates. We give you the magazine templates so that you can lay it out easily. We give you the tools, other resources, tutorials. It's a systematic approach and a turnkey solution that will enable you to gain the knowledge and experience and have the ability to manifest your own publishing mindset to create a magazine of your own, a digital magazine in your area of expertise or your passion. Included is my Mindset Mastery 24 videos. I created these videos. One of my passions is to teach mindset training, and I love it, and I've included my foundational course, my Mindset Mastery course. 24 videos are included with the platform, the Mag Creators platform. So I want you to envision this. You go to Mag Creators and you log in to this platform, and once you get in there, it's like a school, and you've got all of these modules, and you just follow along step by step, and there's a tracking bar that shows you how you're advancing through the course, and in 8 weeks you can be published on Apple Newsstand, and all the tools to create the magazine are right there. You understand, we're going to teach you about the global market opportunity for your digital magazine through our marketing expert who's done all the research on how to market a digital magazine. We're going to show you how to create a new business, if you will, from the ground up, and show you how to leverage your existing business and capitalize on this explosive trend globally. We're going to even help you if you don't know your ideal niche or your market niche and strategy. We're going to give you exercises and templates so you can get absolutely clear on your desired market niche, various support tools to refine your niche, a blueprint and resources so you can develop your niche strategy and stay focused on your goals, action plans, outcomes, and timelines. Now, very shortly, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity. I'm going to do something very special. I haven't done this before in Australia, so I'm doing something for the first time tonight. So I will be closing it up shortly. And what I'm going to ask you to do is, if you want to send me any questions, you can email them to support@magcreators.com, support@magcreators.com, and if I didn't answer your question tonight or you want something clarified, please reach out and our staff will get back to you. If you have any questions, if we have time, we can put them in the chat box, so you can maybe just start entering those now if you have any questions. I'm going to teach you how to become a content ninja. Without writing a single article, you're going to learn how to attract and leverage free experts content easily, and we give you the tools, the templates, we give you the letters, it's all pre-written, everything's done for you. You just modify the letter and you send it out, and you'll have all kinds of people coming back to you with their articles. And we're going to show you how to get innovative multimedia content. We're going to show you how to get permission to republish everything. You must have permission to republish everything. We're going to show you how to do that easily. You're going to learn all the production elements. Yes, you are going to learn the production elements. A step-by-step protocol. We're going to show you how to do this in either PowerPoint or Keynote, or if you know how to use InDesign. I'll get to the cost, don't worry. And I'm going to show you how to do all of this. You're going to create and design the first issue of your digital magazine. It's attractive, dynamic, interactive. It's going to have video, audio, your own video or audio, other people's, get it off YouTube, stunning imagery through sources like PhotoSearch and Google and Dreamstime, expert content that you're going to get for free. You're not going to have to pay for this. We'll show you how to do that. You're going to repurpose your own or other people's pre-existing content. That's the key to a successful first digital magazine. A simple first issue could be jaw-dropping, and you're going to create it while you're learning, which is the cool thing. Yes, once again, the email contact is support. Ken, maybe you could type that in, support@magcreators.com. Thanks, Ken. A simple first issue can be jaw-dropping. Publish and submit your digital magazine app to Apple using MagCreators platform, Apple's app 1, 2, 3 approval checklist, and your digital magazine gets approved by Apple. This is the key thing. You've got to get that app approved. We know how to get it approved. And it's going to be stunning. I'm just going to flip over some questions here. What about if you already have the magazine, just need help getting it up on Apple Newsstand? Yeah, so you need to buy the app, and you need to put it up on Apple Newsstand. So if you know how to do it and you're ready to go, just email me and I'll show you how to do that. Well, that'll be a different plan for you. Oh, somebody already has a magazine as well. Excellent. Well, this is good news. I like this. So, secret sauce. You grow your subscriber base. We're going to show you how to grow it, how to market it. So guys, if you have a magazine and you don't know how to market it online, it's in the course. So if you have a magazine and you don't know all the secrets of how to do it online and attract advertisers and things like that, that is in the course. If you know how to do that, that's fine. If not, then we can just build your app and away you go. And if you want to come back and do the course because you're not sure how to market a digital magazine, because it's somewhat different, and there's lots of neat things that you'll learn as well. So consider that. We'll show you how to secure advertisers, how to build or extend your brand and your list, implement a multi-channel strategy, how to sell your products and services, how to become a market influencer and a leader in your niche, how to create joint venture and sponsorship opportunities, so much more from the first day you publish. So, yes, you can do this. Don't even think you can't, because believe me, I am not a techno genius. When I started to do this, I didn't know how to do it. I learned it, and now I put it in a format and made it extremely affordable so that you can learn it quickly, and it's not going to cost you a lot of money. You're going to get a lot more leads, a lot more customers, more exposure. You're going to become an influencer and a market leader. You're going to publish in your passion. Now's the time. Right now is the time. This is the opportunity. Believe me, it's in its infancy. Just like blogging, the time has come and gone. To dominate yourself on Apple Newsstand, the time is now. Remember, June 16, 2015, you're going to say, Kieran was right, because there'll be 100,000 plus magazines up there. Okay, it's an 8-week step-by-step webinar. It's a 1-year membership to MagCreators platform, and then after that year, you only pay $100 per issue. So if you publish once every 2 months, you only pay for the issue. If you go every 12 months, you pay for that issue. That's just the support for us to do the work and get everything up for you. It's a step-by-step video library with tools and templates. You also access the membership exclusive publisher community, the MagCreators community. You also get a free website included. So if you don't have a website, we're going to give you a website. You don't have to use our website. It's a microsite, and you need it to connect to iTunes, and we will provide that for you as a bonus. So final thoughts. We teach you how to go to where the money is flowing. This is where the money is flowing. With 700+ million users worldwide, you are at probably in the right place at the right time, or perhaps before the right place at the right time. Quickly, here's some magazines that our company on our platform has published. Mag Creators gives me the vehicle to share my passion and build my own community of like-minded souls around the world. Organic living, sharing my love for organic foods is my life purpose. There is no other vehicle I am aware of that gives me global distribution from my home. Being aligned with Apple has changed my world. Paleo Diet. My magazine was downloaded in 32 countries in 3 months. The Mag Creators marketing system is phenomenal. Pure meditation. Om. Thank you, Kieran, for giving me the most amazing opportunity to do what I love. My happiness is now bringing happiness to my readers. Healthy living. With no design or technical skills, I thought creating a magazine would be challenging. This is not just fun, it's easy. This is the perfect business. Mag Creators Support rocks. I am the world's first publisher of a tutorial magazine for students, and I am global. Thanks, Kieran. Now, while we have that one up there, this person just sent me a video, so I thought I'd play it. I'm just going to run it now, and you guys will be able to see it.
Hi, my name is Katie, and I have a digital magazine up on the Apple Newsstand that I've made with Mag Creators. My whole experience with Mag Creators has been a really positive one. Their training has been excellent. It's been really well broken down into simple stages, but also extremely thorough. And having all of the templates and all of the parts of the upload done for you have been brilliant. It's been simple to use, yet gives a really professional result, and all the feedback I've had from people has been about what a good high quality it looks, and it looks as if that we've had professional designers go out there and do it. I've created my magazine to help build my business and to be able to spread the marketing and the credibility for my business nationally and internationally. And of course, having Apple as a platform to do that on really builds that credibility as well. The extra bonus has been, I suppose, having the group around us, the other Mag creators, that we're all in this together and we're all able to support each other. We share ideas, we share articles, and we're able to give each other feedback and draw on ideas from each other. So that's been a really nice part of the program as well. And I'm really excited and looking forward to where else this can take my business and where I can go with the magazine as well.
Excellent. Thank you, Katie. And we are now going to, I'm just going to make sure I've got my PowerPoint back up properly. There's me. There we go. Excellent. Okay. So Katie is a leader. She's the first, and this is what I want people to understand. You have the opportunity to take your place in this new internet soil, if you will. And one of her passions is she's a teacher. She loves teaching and running tutorials. And she had this idea, and when I first met her, she's talking about, well, I want to do my training online. And I said to her, the most effective and efficient way to get your tutorial teaching out to the world is create a digital magazine, because people aren't going to find you in your corner of the world. You need to get out there globally. So she's the first person to create a global tutorial magazine. So she can stake that claim. Okay, let's talk about the value. This is not the price, so this is not the tuition, guys. This is the value. So it's an 8-week course. Our regular price is $29.97. Of course, we always provide a discount for that for our students, but the value is $29.97, $3,000. It's an 8-week recorded course online. You can learn at your leisure. So you don't have to show up at a certain time. You log in. It's a membership platform. You log in and you go at your pace. We will build your app. The value of the app build is $1,000, so we will build your app for you, and you get the microsite for your digital magazine, also valued at $1,000. So total value is $59.97, $5,997, and I'll pass that one. That was from a recent offer. I'm also going to give you a free copy of my new book, Buy Back Your Life. Now, this is coming out in August. This is just a artist rendering of the cover. We are going to distribute this worldwide in August, so you will get a copy of this included in your membership as well. And you're also going to get a free copy of my ebook, Life's Golden Buckets, How Rich People Get Rich Doing Certain Things a Certain Way. And I'm going to talk to you about how you can grow the money. You see, I'm all about creating cash flow and investing it kind of the Kiyosaki way and just really growing your wealth. I'm going to show you how to do that in my book in a very simple format. Again, you get my 25 Mindset Mastery videos included from Nutrition for the Mind. And tonight, it's not $29.97. We have a special through Universal Stars webinar. Now, I'm going to do one more, so stay with me. I'm going to do one more bonus if you take action tonight. If you want to take action tonight, you're going to get one more bonus. And it's $19.97 if it's paid in full. Or you can do a payment plan of 5 monthly payments of $4.97 to make it more affordable for you. So once again, $19.97, 1,997 Australian dollars, that's not US. You get the app build included. You get the weekly live Google Hangout coaching included. You get microsite for your digital magazine. And if you act now for the first 20 people, we don't take a lot of people on at a time because we don't want to be over, we need to manage how we coach and mentor people. So for the first 20 people in the next 30 minutes, if you join, I'm going to give you 2 courses for one. Now what this means, it's 2 people, has to be a family member or business partner. 2 people can join together and you both can create your own magazine. So effectively, you're going to do it for $1,000. And I'm going to give you the app. We're going to build your app for you, and you're going to have the membership on the platform, and it's for a full year. And then your all the bonuses that I mentioned, my books and everything else, the website, they're all included. And looks like I forgot something here. Okay, apparently we have to, if you want to take over the controls, Ken, and put that back, because it's not working for me. Hang with us, guys. Okay, so hopefully our presentation, our slides are showing again. So let me know, Ken, if they're showing. So I'm going to go back and show the slides. Okay, they are. So I'm going to go back and show the slides really quickly, guys. So basically, the value is $59.97, and it's an 8-week recorded online program that you do at your leisure. We're going to build the app for you, and you get the microsite included, and you get a copy of my book, Buy Back Your Life. You also get Life's Golden Buckets. It's an ebook that you're going to download, and you're going to get the 24 Mindset Mastery videos all included. Total price $19.97 paid in full, or 5 payments for $4.97. And if you buy tonight, it's $19.97. App builds included. I'm going to give you a Google Hangout coaching from time to time, and we're going to have a microsite for your digital magazine included. And again, for the first 20 people, the next 30 minutes only, 2 for 1. I'm going to allow you to do this with a family member. You can gift it. You can share the cost 50-50. So it's only $1,000 each. I've only done this once before. I did it in Singapore a couple weeks ago. I'm going to do this here. It's 2 for 1. You know, I was talking to Ken and Karen about it, and they're like, you've got to give Universal students a better offer than what you're doing over there, because, you know, they've got great students, and they're loyal, and so we're including this tonight. If you act tonight, it includes all the bonuses. Hey guys, what I'm going to suggest you do is take advantage of it, and this is, I've said throughout the entire webinar, this is at the beginning of something that's going to be massive. It's going to be huge. This is an amazing marketing tool that you can really take advantage of, and you will see a year from now, this is going to be very different. So if you take advantage of tonight, you get 2 Mag Creators online courses, 2 apps. So 1 app for you, 1 app for your friend or business partner, separate magazines. You don't pay anything else, and that's a really special offer that we're offering tonight. So amazing opportunity for everybody, and I'm going to ask you to go now, and what we're going to do is we're going to give you a link right now, and this link should be popping up very shortly. There it is. There it is. Sorry, guys. First time I've done this new system here on Google. So there's the offer. Mag Creators 8-week training, publishing, lifetime membership, and you can click the link right there and head over to the payment page. That link will take you to the payment page. When you get to the payment page, fill in the details and log into PayPal. If you don't have a PayPal account, just create one through the process. The PayPal, for whatever reason, is not supporting direct credit card payments from Australia, so they want you to log in. So the page is defaulted to go through PayPal. If you don't have a PayPal account and you need to set one up, just email me at support@magcreators.com. Let me know you're setting it up, and the offer will still stand because it'll take a couple days to get your credit card linked to that account or your bank transfer. Also, if you want to do a direct bank transfer, we have an account in Australia. Again, just email me at support@magcreators.com, and I will send my BSB details. So you can pay direct from your account to our account. You can do that monthly, or you can do it all tonight, paid in full. You know, obviously you save some money if you pay in full. You get the second app for free, and the second two people join the course, so you both have separate memberships. So if 2 people join, you get separate memberships. It's not one membership, it's separate memberships. You both get an app, and we build it for you. Do the program at your own respective paces, and you get all the bonuses. Everybody gets all the bonuses. So if you do the offer tonight, you get 2 books, you get the ebooks, you get the membership to the Nutrition for the Mind videos. They're actually on the platform. So it's a great offer, and I know that there's probably people listening that joined us last year, and they're going to call me up and they're going to say, how come we didn't get a second app? So if you're a current client and you are listening and you want to do a second app, we will honor that tonight because you guys are loyal. And so, guys, go for it, and highly encourage you to do it and take advantage of this offer. And you know, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you. And we're doing this again tonight at 8 o'clock. So if you want to join us again, we're going to do it again at 8 o'clock. And if you have friends, you hey, I want to get my friend on this, that they can take a look at it, and you guys might be able to share it. So take advantage of it, and we hope you'll join us. Again, pay through PayPal with your credit card or bank account, or if you need to pay, if you want to do a direct deposit to our Australian bank account, we have a BSB number, and we will email you those details, and we'll get you started as soon as you're ready to go. Okay, guys, it's been an honor. Thank you, and I appreciate you staying with us. We've been going 90 minutes, and I'm going to let you go now and get back to work or whatever you're doing. Have an awesome day, and just thank you for allowing me into your office or your home or wherever you are. Take care.